Towards the end of this past week, a pro-Trump social media influencer, actually the guy that kind of founded the Walk Away movement. He's a former liberal, encourages other liberals go join the Republican Party, man by the name of Brandon Straka. Mr. Straka got angry because media outlets successfully filed motions with the court to unseal documents related to his cooperation with federal investigators in connection to the Capitol riot. You see, Mr. Straka was at the Capitol during the riot. He's been caught on video, and he, of course, was sentenced earlier this year to 2 months house arrest, 3 years probation, a relatively light sentence. And as we learned at the time of his sentencing, that was because Mr. Straka was cooperating so very well with federal investigators, giving them names, identifying people that were there. Basically, as some people would describe it, he became a rat, trying to save himself and threw a lot of other people under the bus. But those records were sealed, so we didn't know exactly what he said, who he was talking about, because it was sealed. But like I said, the media outlets were able to get their hands on some of that information this week. And once they did, Mr. Straka was noticeably upset. So he got on Gettr, and he posted this message. It was a lengthy message. This is just an excerpt. There is nothing wrong with talking to the DOJ and telling them your friends are innocent. I hope at some point people pull their heads pull their heads out and begin focusing on the actual horror here, that sealed court documents were leaked from within the DOJ to the liberal media. They weren't leaks. They were released because the lawyers for the media outlets were apparently better than the lawyers you hired. So if you want to be mad at somebody, you need to be mad at your own legal team for not being able to efficiently refute the requests from these media outlets to the court. I mean, that's where your anger should be. These documents were not leaked at all. They were given to them. They were unsealed, some of them, not all of them, but some of them. So his statement right here contains a massive factual error that, of course, paints the media outlets and the DOJ in a negative light. But it also contains another factual error. He says, as I mentioned, that I was just telling him my friends are innocent. Yeah, the documents tell a different story, though, bud. So let me read this. This, of course, is from NBC News. According to prosecutor, Straka is really underselling the assistance he provided in their prosecution of the woman he now calls a friend. DOJ wrote in their own memo that Straka gave federal investigators critical information in the case because he, quote, provided the government with voicemail messages that he received from Simone Gold that were, quote, valuable in the government's prosecution. Gold was sentenced to 2 months in prison in June. Straka, according to the government, also provided, quote, beneficial information about a man who, like him, was also present outside the Capitol and was not previously identified by the FBI prior to Straka's identification. Straka provided the information on the man. He also, according to the documents, he named individuals. It doesn't necessarily say what he told them, but the Stop the Steal organizers, Ali Alexander, Amy Kremer, Kylie Kremer, and Cindy Sheffian. Those are also people that he talked about to the federal investigators. We may not know exactly what he told them about but Simone Gold, yeah, she's off to jail. And according to the documents, it's because of what you told them. And over here it says some of the information that Straka provided to the FBI was derogatory in nature and could support criminal charges. So you're telling all your little fans that, hey, I was just telling them all my friends are innocent. And then the documents say, oh no, because of the information you gave us, people are going to jail. And you know what? I'm going to have to side with the feds on this one. And you know, too, deep down, this is what you did. I mean, they can't lie in these documents. You know, as untrustworthy as the DOJ is, right? The deep state, as Republicans call it. They don't lie in stuff like this. You got a reduced sentence because you were such a good cooperator. So again, I'm going to take the Fed's side on this. You can whine and bitch and moan all you want, Mr. Straka. But the truth is, you sold your friends out to save your own behind. Hey everyone.
this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.